We are in the midst of the international break, and during this time it can be fairly quiet with regards to stuff in the Liverpool camp. However, this week has been a little bit different. In today's video we'll discuss why Liverpool and Bayern could be set to battle it out for a new sporting director, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are expected to lose at least £10.5 million as a result of the Anfield road stand upper tier not opening until 2024. It was announced on Thursday that Liverpool's redeveloped Anfield road stand won't open until 2023, and the club are deeply frustrated, said CEO Billy Hogan. With the delays come a loss of matchday revenue to the club as the stadium operates with a reduced capacity of around 49,000, meaning 12,000 below the eventual 61,000. On the renowned Price of Football podcast, Liverpool University's Kieran Maguire estimated that the Reds will be losing about £750,000 per match with the stadium in its current state. Having already played 5 games with no upper tier in use, Liverpool have already lost nearly £4 million in revenue, and with at least another 9 games in the same state, the club stand to lose over £10.5 million. With the club originally targeted the first home match of the season for the opening, it was delayed and the phased reopening was planned. The plans were then thrown into disarray when the works contractor, Buckingham Group, went filed for administration. This put completion back again, and it will now be January 2024 at the earliest we see a full capacity Anfield. CEO Hogan said, "This is a really complex and deeply frustrating situation. We're all really disappointed to have to deliver this news. We know the impact on this news on many supporters. But our team here and consultants, as well as Rainer Rowan, are working incredibly hard to ensure that we are doing everything that we possibly can to progress the project as quickly as possible. Before the new upper tier can be full hold of supporters, the club have to undertake at least one test event, as they did for the lower tier, to obtain the safety certificate from Liverpool City Council." Liverpool have had more changes in the sporting directors department than they would like, and now they are reported to have joined Bayern Munich in the hunt for another. Jorge Schmadtke arrived at the end of May to replace the outgoing Julian Ward on a year-long contract, with both parties able to cut the deal short after 3 months. That time has come and gone again after summer transfer window that returned mixed reviews as to his influence, but the news has been quiet on what comes next. German outlet Bild, however, have now reported that Liverpool are looking into Max Eberl, who worked as RB Leipzig's supporting director up until the end of September. He was relieved of his duties due to what Leipzig termed as a lack of commitment. He has only been in the position since December last year after leaving Borussia Mönchengladbach after 13 years. Eberl has been heavily linked with a move to Bayern Munich to take up a role on their board. He is a product of their academy and has also been expected by the German media, though Liverpool could intervene, Bild report, with expert Marcel Reif saying, "Eber has obviously done everything right and the world is his oyster after leaving Leipzig." Eberl is known to have an acute eye for talent, with Marco Reus, Juan Arango, Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Granit Xhaka among the list of his success stories. But the 50-year-old also has plenty of experience working under various conditions without an influx of funds at his disposal. And let's not forget he had close contact with the Reds over the summer thanks to the Dominic Szoboszlai and Fabio Carvalho deals. Whether Liverpool move on from Schmadtke and can actually tempt Eberl to overlook his ties to Bayern remains to be seen, though on face value, Eberl has plenty of experience and his contacts to be the right fit for Liverpool, and it makes sense for the club to at least have sounded him out. Liverpool did encouraging business over the summer, but there is plenty of work still to be done in the upcoming transfer windows, and they still will need and want a long-term clarity over the sporting director position. 2 Liverpool forwards came up against each other on Thursday evening. It was one who had the final say with a last-gasp equaliser from the spot. Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez are showing signs of forming on a deadly partnership together at Anfield, but they came opponents for the Knights at Colombia as Uruguay faced off in the latest World Cup qualifier. It was Colombia who struck first as former Everton man James Rodriguez volleyed home the opener shortly after the half-hour mark, with Matheus Oliveira on hand-to-head in from the corner and levelled the score shortly after the break. Matheus Uribe restored the host's advantage soon after, but a late red card for Colombia goalkeeper Vargas proved pivotal. Vargas conceded a penalty with a last-ditch foul in the area, and it was left to Núñez to convert from 12 yards to seal a point for Uruguay. Liverpool's South American pair embraced following their final whistle after doing a battle with their respective countries and shared a few words on the pitch as they reflected on the draw. Brazil are up next for Núñez's Uruguay on Wednesday, but the forward is unlikely to face his club goalkeeper in the clash. Alisson wasn't involved for Brazil as they drew 1-1 with Venezuela in their World Cup qualifier, with manager Tite once again electing to start Edison between the posts. Liverpool's number 1 has 61 international caps to his name, but has not featured for his country since the 2022 World Cup. Diaz will face Ecuador with Colombia on Wednesday before the squad return to Anfield with a bang against Everton on October 21st. Elsewhere, Mohamed Salah captained his Egypt side to a late 1-0 win over Zambia in their latest international friendly. The 31-year-old was substituted in the 12th minute of injury time, with Egypt kindly letting him have a few seconds of rest at the end of the friendly encounter. According to a report in Germany, Xabi Alonso already has provisions in place for a potential move to Liverpool due to a clause in his contract. Alonso has earned widespread praise for his first job in senior management, having proved an immense success since taking over at Bayer Leverkusen. The Spaniard left Real Sociedad B for the Bundesliga club in October 2022, and in the year since, he's overseen 47 games with 26 wins, 11 draws and 10 defeats. Leverkusen finished 6th in the German top flight last season, as well as reaching the Europa League semi-finals, while this time they are at the top of the league and their Europa League group. That has had to interest from elsewhere, including Tottenham prior to their appointment of Ange Postecoglou, but August brought a new contract for Alonso instead. According to Sport Bild, the 2-year extension, which ties him to Leverkusen until 2026, included a get-out clause if any of the three clubs make a broach. Reports claim that Alonso has an agreement with his current side that he can leave if any of Liverpool, Real Madrid or Bayern Munich present an offer. Of course, they are the three clubs Alonso represented at the very top level, joining Liverpool first in 2004 before switching to Real Madrid in 2009 and finishing his playing career with Bayern Munich between 2014 and 2017. It is safe to say, though, that the situation at both Real Madrid and Bayern makes it more feasible, but he would be approached by either of those clubs. Carlo Ancelotti is expected to depart Real Madrid on the expiry of his contract next summer, with it seemingly an open secret that he'll take over as the Brazil manager. Meanwhile, the position of Thomas Tuchel at Bayern is not entirely stable, as is often the case with Bayern Munich, with any successful Alonso at Leverkusen only making the situation worse. At Anfield, however, the hope is that Jurgen Klopp extends his stay beyond the existing deal, which, like Alonso, runs until 2026. The German has spoken of his newfound energy as he builds Liverpool 2.0, and with his side in its infancy, it's easy to see Klopp opting to stay for even longer. If Klopp is convinced to remain beyond 2006, the only factor that many stand in his way is the fact with his family that he would take a sabbatical, one of which has been delayed ever since 2015, when he quickly took over on a Merseyside. Liverpool fans, what do you make of us going in for yet another sporting director? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Push.